Do at Night Abyss is finally releasing as a completely free-to-play RPG, monetizing only through cosmetics. The game was originally planned as a gacha game, however the developer decided to change that, and along with this come many changes. In this video I want to go over the ways to acquire characters, how you can acquire them and what are the best ways to farm the materials, the gear system, and a couple of beginner tips that I have come across and find important after playing the game for over 100 hours. Big shout out and thanks to Do at Night Abyss for giving me early access to the game and sponsoring this video. So let's start with the big one, which is how to acquire the characters. A lot of people have been debating, will it be super grindy, so you still have to buy them, and I can say that it's actually unexpectedly easy to acquire the characters. So there are 3 currencies in the game. There are secret letter clues, secret letters, and character thoughts. The official livestream called them character shards, but in the game they're actually called thoughts. If you have 30 character thoughts, the character will unlock, and if you already have the character, 40 thoughts will unlock dupes. You can have up to 6 dupes. Dupes will make the character somewhat stronger, but it's not like game breaking. So how do you acquire these shards or thoughts? So 2 ways. One is to grind them through the secret letter clues and secret letters, which I will go over in a minute, or the second option is to buy them. So since 30 of those unlock the character, means also you can do a combination of both buying them and farming them. So let's say you farmed already 20 of those character shards or thoughts, and you say like, okay, I don't want to grind anymore, then you can decide to only buy 10 of those thoughts and then put them together with the farmed ones, and this will basically unlock the character. So how much you want to farm or buy them directly is up to you. So if you want to grind them, then the first thing you're going to need are secret letter clues, and they are universal, so they are not character specific, and you get them for pretty much all activities in the game. Especially when you're going to start out, you're going to get showered in these, right? So you have the Demon Wedge progress and achievement system. It's called Demon Wedge Casket, and for all of these achievements and stages you're gonna get rewarded with secret letter clues. All of the story missions, so basically the main story missions as well as the side story missions, they all provide secret letter clues as well. If you do any commission, you will always have a chance to get those dropped. Then we have the beginner's guide. Beginner's guide has different phases. So this is kind of like the adventurer handbook in different games. So each of those tasks will provide you with secret letter clues. Then you have the memo. This is basically your daily activity. So those will reset every day. So instead of getting secret letter clues, here you will get progress score. And based on your progress score, you get these secret letter clues again. If you max it out every day, you get like 12, 14, 15. So TLDR, at the beginning, pretty much any activity you do will shower you in those secret letter clues. Just when you have exhausted all of the in-game activities and reached endgame, then pretty much your source of secret letter clues will be grinding different types of commissions, bosses, and of course daily quest activities. Now once you have a bunch of these secret letter clues, you can go into the shop and you can exchange 10 secret letter clues into a character specific secret letter. So this is one option to get the secret letter for each character, but there's also a direct option how you can get the secret letters right away. So if we go into the combat tab, you can see that depending on which weekly boss you're gonna defeat, and also depending on which difficulty you beat him in, you will get different character letters. Aside from the weekly bosses, you also have the Mystic Maze and the Immersive Theater. Both are endgame modes, and they will also give you access to character secret letters directly. So now that we have the character letter, we go to combat commissions, and then we have forward commissions, and here you see character, weapon, demon wedge. So there are also weapon letters and demon wedge letters. It works basically exactly the same way. However, we just got ourselves a bunch of character letters, so we're choosing one of these commissions. Let's choose escort commission, and at the bottom right corner you see select a secret letter. So here we have the character letters. we choose Berenica, for example, and here's the rewards. There's the tier 1 reward, which provide you with 10 thoughts Berenica. So those are the character shards, where I said like if you get 30 of them, you get the character. So the chance to get the gold tier reward is 10%, right? So you got a 10% chance to get 10 of those thoughts, and if you have 30 of them, then you get the character, right? So these commissions are quite quick actually. Personally, I needed like 5 to 10 minutes at most, and the fastest ones were like only like 2 or 3 minutes. So this means if you're having enough secret letter clues, especially when the game is starting, this shouldn't be an issue, then you can probably grind out like 2 to 3 characters a day, right? If you play like 10-12 hours a day, you probably can unlock like 2 to 3 characters a day. So TLDR summary again really quick. 30 shards or 30 thoughts gets you the character. You can either buy those shards or you can get them through the covered commissions. To play the covered commissions you need the character letter. You can buy 1 character letter for 10 secret letter clues. Now let's talk a little bit about the outfit gacha system. So again, this is just purely cosmetic. There are no stats or anything like that attached to the outfits, just purely cosmetic. After 90 pulls you guaranteed get the golden reward. And on a normal pull there's a 0.3% chance to get the golden tier reward. Golden tier reward is either directly the outfit, or it can be 25 or 50 iridescent prison. So this makes you think, the first reaction probably is now, oh my god, again it's 50-50. Actually no, because you can also go to the prison exchange and you can buy the outfit with 25 of these prisons, right? You can directly buy it. So if you hit the golden reward, since the lowest you can get is 25, it's basically guaranteed at least the outfit. Other than that you have a bunch of other stuff, so you have for example the weapon skin for Psyche, or you have these ones are pretty dope, so those are basically active ideal animations. If you really want to flex in the city or something. Now let's talk a little bit about the gear and equipment system and the important aspects of it. Now I made a full guide about this in one of the beta tests, which is still relevant. I'll leave you a link in the description below. However, I will give you the TLDR about the most important things and things you can do wrong here. Demon Wedges is basically your gear, and the substats that it has, they are fixed, so there's no randomness to it. So it's not like, oh my god, hopefully I get crit rate or crit damage on it. No, they're like fixed. Some of them can be dropped, some of them you have to get through the Demon Wedge letter system, so same like with the character letters, you need to do commissions for it. And not only does the character have demon wedges, but both your melee weapon as your ranged weapon also have demon wedges. And now one thing that's really important, some characters need a 4th set of demon wedges, and this is for their covenant weapon. So for example, Berenica, if she uses her ultimate skill, she will draw her covenant weapon. Now another important thing is there's an item called track shift module, and don't use these until you have proper endgame demon wedges, or at least very good ones that you're happy to keep, right? So I will show you what it does. So you can see I have the Eldritch Cerberus Dremel equipped here, and it costs me 26 tolerance. However, if I adjust the slot to match the same type of the demon wedge, instead of 26, it will only cost me 14, much cheaper, right? So I can equip much more expensive demon wedges or higher upgraded ones. However, if there's a mismatch, you will see it will increase the cost, right? So once I adjusted the track, now it becomes difficult to put another demon wedge in it, right? Because it would have to be the same type of demon wedge. Otherwise it will cost much more, because there's a mismatch. And every time I want to change the track again, even if I just want to change it back to normal, like having no element at all, it still consumes 1 track shift module. And again, these are pretty hard to come by. So that's definitely something you want to be aware of. Also, there are 2 types of track shift modules. There's the weapon track shift module and there's the normal track shift module. So the normal one you use for the character demon wedges, and the weapon ones obviously for the weapon demon wedges. Another way to improve your character's strength is your trial rank. So this is basically your account level, which is of course different from your character's level. And at certain levels you will have a flat out boost on the stats of the characters, right? On the highest trial rank, so the highest account level 65, you get 300% attack boost, max HP boost, death boost and max shield boost. So I don't think I have to mention like how insane this is, right? Then next to your both active skills, the E and the Q skill, you will see there's a C support skill. So this one is actually the pet system. In this game it's called the Genimons. So those Genimons have an active skill. In this case deals Umbro damage equal to 2440%. So you can upgrade them, but you also can imbue traits into them by sacrificing other Genimons. And I chose, for example, increases loot drop rate by 5% and attack plus 8%. So the way it works is you have to choose a Genimon with a certain attribute and you will sacrifice that, and then your main Genimon will get this trait, and that's pretty much it. And you can hold up to 4 traits. So aside from that you also have elements and damage types. So we have in the game 6 elements: Hydro, Pyro, Anemo, Electro, Lumino, Umbro. Aside from these 6 elements in the game, there are also 3 different damage types. So we have, for example, a Spike attack. Spike attack is when triggering bonus effect. Spike, the spike damage dealt to the target's HP is multiplied by 1.5, so 50% against pure HP. Then we got Smash attack. When triggering bonus effect Smash, the reduction to the target's stance is multiplied by 2. And last but not least we got Slash attack, which is good against shields. When triggering bonus effect Slash, the slash damage dealt to the target's shield is multiplied by 2. So depending on what enemies you face, you also want to take this into consideration. So this shall be it for this video, which hopefully covers most of the most important aspects. I will probably make more of these type of videos for the game. If you have any requests or any questions, please let me know, so I will include it in future videos. Big shout out and thanks again to Duat Night Abyss for sponsoring the video. Thanks for watching. See ya.